Okay, today you're going to make an orthoplast splint. You're going to grab a piece of splinting material. This is called orthoplast splinting material. It's found in many settings in healthcare to make splints for fractures and injured joints. As you can see, it's hard and not pliable at this moment. You will then grab a piece of moleskin, and that will be the last part of your bracing where we apply that to make the brace soft and comfortable to the patient. So take your piece of plastic over to the hot hydroculator. You're going to heat it up with tongs. Be careful as the temperature is about 180 degrees in the hydroculator. You're going to pull it out. You will mold it to the patient, to the body part that you're concerned with. You'll get a semi-mold, and then you have about 2-3 minutes till this starts to harden. You're going to mark out the bony landmarks with a Sharpie and simply mark it out. And then what you'll do is once she's done marking here, you're going to pull it off the athlete or the patient, and you will take a scissors and you will cut it. And she's going to cut it around here. You can cut on the line or get as close as you can, but you may have to cut and re-dip it into the hydroculator to make it pliable, as this will harden up as time goes on. Plus, you want to make it nice. You want to make all your corners rounded. You don't want to have any sharp edges. And once you're done here, you'll refit it on the patient once we get the cutting and the corners done here. And like I said, this could take 2, 3, 4 times to get this right, but you want to make sure it's correct so that it fits the patient. So she's going to take it, she's going to reapply it to the wrist, and then what we can do at this time is, if you need to cut more corners, you can re-dip, but for instructional purposes, what she's going to do is she's going to take some pre-wrap and she's going to hold it onto the wrist or the body part as much as you can. You have to instruct the patient not to move, and she's going to apply the pre-wrap over. This will hold it in place. She's going to come up over the wrist and hand area through the thumb, and then she'll cut that. And what we're going to do is we got to harden this up, so we're going to walk over to a cold water sink over here. We're going to turn the water on. Patient's going to run it underneath the sink, and this is going to make it hard again and back into its original form. If you can take it off, depending on what joint you're mobilizing, you can take it off and just lay the splint in the cold water. We're going to pull this out of here right now. We're going to take the pre-wrap off, and then we're going to dry it off. We're just going to take some paper towels and dab this brace dry. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it back over here to our table where we have our moleskin. This is our product right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to apply the soft moleskin. We're going to peel off the backing. This stuff will stick to itself, so you have to be careful. You will manipulate it down inside the brace or the splint, and you will make all the edges smooth, and you'll pull it up over the edges, and your end product should look like one of these right here. As you can see, that's what goes on the patient, and then the edges are neatly folded over so that all your sharp edges and anything that might hurt the patient is covered up.